Winfrey, and welcome to my talk show segment, History Speaks, the only talk show with a time machine. Today I'm welcoming a very special guest, Anne Frank. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Hi, I'm so happy to be here.
Annalise Maria Frank spent a little over 2 years hiding out in a secret annex with another family called the Van Dans. And out of a place like that, Anne Frank, I have to ask you, how'd you keep your spirits up when you were sad?
Well, I laughed at everything and didn't think about anybody else. It sounds egotistical, but it's actually the only cure for suffering from self-pity.
In your diary, you mentioned talking about warplanes going by your house and hearing gunfire. And I have to ask, Anne Frank, what's war like through the eyes of a child?
I'm not a child. Although I'm only 14, I know quite well what I want, and I know who is right and who is wrong. I have my opinions, my own ideas and principles, and although it may sound pretty mad from an adolescent, I feel more of a person than a child. I feel quite independent.
Anne Frank, what motto do you live your life by?
I don't want to have lived in vain like most people. I want to be useful or bring enjoyment to all people, even those I've never met. I want to go on living even after my death.
Anne Frank, many people that you've known been taken into concentration camps and been killed. And is there any good that can come from these Jews suffering?
If we bear all this suffering, and if there are still Jews left when it is over, then Jews, instead of being doomed, will be held as an example.
It's an amazing point of view. And in your book, you talk about writing short stories, and you even write in so many paragraphs and letters in this book. Now tell me, Anne, why exactly do you write?
I shake off everything as I write. My sorrows disappear, my courage is reborn.
I asked all my guests this, and I want to see it from your perspective. How do you make the world a better place?
We can start slowly, changing the world. How lovely that everyone, great and small, can make their contribution toward introducing justice straight away. And you can always, always give something, even if it's only kindness.
Anne Frank, I've heard from many adults older than you, and that is the best answer to this question I've ever heard. This is my last question for you, and it's very important. You spent 2 years in that attic, and were forced in it to have your privilege taken away by the Nazis. So do you hold a grudge on them?
In spite of everything, I still believe that people are good at heart. I simply can't build my hopes on a foundation of confusion, misery, and death. I see the world gradually being turned into wilderness. I hear the ever-approaching thunder, which will destroy us too. I can feel the sufferings of millions, and yet, if I look up to the heavens, I think that it will all come out all right. That this cruelty will end, and that peace and tranquility will return again.
Anne Frank, that's an amazing quote. And everyone, I want you to thank Anne Frank for being on the show. Thank you.